Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's get out to Southern California with the call from Los Angeles. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, you set yourself up, man, when you ask too many questions.
And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Leon.
This will be taken.
Oh, you talking about Leon?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is close. I think he got that with one hand. First play of the drive.
That's crazy.
Success, 19 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
I see Jamal Crawford retired.
It sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we
Jamal
don't mean
Crawford.
that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves.
Yeah, they go like about time.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well,
man, I felt like somebody could have picked his ass up, man. I don't know how he didn't get picked up.
And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yeah, I saw the weather supposed to turn up tomorrow.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose
shit, I had to wash my hair today, man. I keep having like this itch, man. Like, I know I got oily skin, man, but it's like, I had this bump. Like, I be man, you know I wash my hair and shit. I do the ACV rinse, but it's like I keep getting this bump, man.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Yeah.
Newton now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
I don't know what the fuck this shit is, man.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because
what's up with
guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12.
And his first carry, he loses the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's
Man, you know, Cadiz has been thrown off, man, for I don't know how goddamn long.
Ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that.
I thought you were going to say she blocked you on Snapchat and social media at first.
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tap.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job
Should be all right.
Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here comes the field general.
Man, I'll never forget in 9th grade what she did to me,
bro. Need to
bro.
find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches.
Man, you know, in 9th grade, bro, she was crazy over me. Man, she had texted me one morning and said, cause we had Miss Bishop, the English teacher. She was like, man, I need you to meet me in the class before, cause something crazy about to go down. I'm trying to give you a heads up. Man, I should have known that was some bullshit, but I went in there, man. We was the only people in there. Man, that motherfucker pulled me on some dramatic shit, pushed me up against the wall and just started tongue kissing me.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't
I was like, this bitch crazy as hell.
Stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now.
Oh God, bro, I was like,
and maybe more later on.
They'll look to throw here. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. First time these two this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And Cook has it left side. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play.
Wait, so what'd she do when you pulled it out?
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at
it. Goddamn, boy. Yeah, you was on some other shit with that liquid.
All the way down inside the 20.
What the fuck was you drinking?
As they convert on 3rd. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Bro, I'm so glad you brought Caleb up, because I was going to tell you the last time we spoke about the wedding shit. Man, that shit real when they say when niggas get married, bro. That shit get them like grown people weight. Like, that nigga ain't really fat, he just like, he look grown, you know, like, I don't know, bro, how to explain it without it sounding crazy, but I'm like, damn, that shit's a real thing.
Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd and 4.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Yeah.
Talk about how teams are so competitive.
Boy, I seen you doing them push-ups in that video. I like, damn, nigga, that shit really in you, bro. Like, that working out shit. Like, nigga, you can do that many push-ups in the suit, nigga. You can do that shit on some, you know, gym shorts and hoodie and sweats.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Bro, you know damn well I'm not gonna confuse you and Glock.
Now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two.
Wait, so you weren't doing no push-ups in the wedding?
They've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on
Bro, I wish I had a screen recorded that shit. Some told me to, too. I promise you, I thought, well, nigga, I know you was in that bitch jigging.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Bro, I promise you, you did some push-ups, bro, when they was doing it.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Stepping up.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
And he gets this up.
That shit must have been a glitch in the Matrix.
Out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the mark.
Nigga, you should have played along and be like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, but fuck that shit.
Cam, we know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves.
Bro, you know who thick as a motherfucker, bro.
Boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Yeah.
Scrimmage the 37 on first.
Jalen Johnson.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield.
I can't fuck with her, bro.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd.
She do, like, that shit's so unnecessary, bro. She think she the only motherfucker with a fat ass, bro. It's like, dog, no.
What about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe.
Bro, when you said that, I was thinking about the other one, the light skin. Yeah, nah, she do.
Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Hell yeah, I know. That's what I thought you were talking about. I'm like, wait, that ain't her last name.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey.
What do you say?
Caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Damn.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the
man, I could never look at her like that, bro, because she's so goddamn goofy.
Now Newton on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And this time,
man, I'll never forget.
It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short
Say it
passing
again.
game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this
Who
team.
used to
because,
kick it with Deanna?
number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing
What
it.
about it?
Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure
Shaking
receivers,
ass.
now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, hell no. We ain't friends on there no more. So I ain't see that. You got to screen record that for me.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the
She ain't
eye
even got no
discipline to be an
ass.
elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, you said the one that hung out with Deanna, so that's the only one that's the only one that hung out with Deanna.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before
Oh, I
he
was
goes
about to
down at
say.
the 26. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Man, I'm in a daze, walking around in the maze.
And he's going to take this down.
It really was, bro. Like, Soulja Boy really got a lot of good-ass songs, bro. It just...
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that in.
I'm gonna tell you another song I love by that nigga, bro.
Make sure you use your line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Shopping Spree. God damn, I love that song. And then, you know, that song Days, he produced that beat.
Right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Shit, that nigga, Kanye should have just had that nigga on Donda making some beats, man. That nigga get crazy when it comes to them beats.
And they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
On first down, Newton. Pass incomplete.
So what?
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
I don't know.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
That's your fucking on my
He's a
concentration.
very, very fickle man.
Third and long, it's Newton. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, there's a reason he's called Riverboat Ron. Rivera going to lead the offense out on 4th down. Newton takes it himself, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Touchdown, Carolina.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
go on the ground. He spins away. And he'll be taken down here at about the
23-yard line. We won the first quarter, bro.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, it's a close game here early on. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll set up a throw. Try to late. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 73 yards. And the Charger. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. It's Newton. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep.
Damn!
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Wilson over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton. Caught on the left side by Gibb. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. First target, 1st catch, and a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, Find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They try to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action. Newton eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On 3rd down, Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive.
Damn, that game yards on kicker time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Very loud. Oh, no.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping it from the first down.
Damn!
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hands are too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
This is a huge stop.
And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've got fan bases that wanted that. They were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. A Carolina 1st, Newton to Benjamin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Newton now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Wow, really?
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, so they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would you go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You have some explanations.
A good pickup there at 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this is Cook. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jared Cook from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for a score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Newt. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Newton out of throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Escaping the pressure right, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Completes it to Benjamin. And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
All our practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcome, ball was delivered and picked up the completion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10, Newton again. Forced out to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it.
gar nicht over. Hätte es gedacht, das ist over. Kill that Phillips. Kill that Phillips.
Touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6. Up
Why
past
is
the
round
30
of
to the
over?
31.
Let's get out, give us over. Clean up tenants. Big
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain.
I got
The
the guy on the
disadvantage of
Virginia's had
blitzing
some dent, you
often
understand me?
alters the normal
Alright,
spacing
now
and
this
run
shit got my
fits,
MRI
and leaves
and
creases
shit,
like they were
man.
able to exploit right there.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, here we go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This nigga's
Successful
the
start
fuck
to the
out.
drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flush to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the 50, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup
I
there,
know
but it's
you want
enough
to
to
talk
give
about
him a
me
new
and
set
beat
of
at your house.
downs.
You got the motherfucking
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll run it here. And he powers his way up past the 30. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll drop the throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They will go for it. Now Newton. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Newton now to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he is tackled inside the 49 point to the 35. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a 3rd down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? I mean, what are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the first. A 1st down carry for Davis. And not much of a hold there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Newton. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Get your...
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Going off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try the air now with Newton. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
He'll look to throw. And that would not to be.
Yes.
It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got a man open.
What
That's
the
out.
fuck?
That goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Set. Blue Lightning.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run down the throat.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him up the middle.
One more stop.
About finding a
One
lane.
more
He barely
fucking
had
stop,
time to
man.
look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're to climb. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jared Cook, a beast in the 2nd. Extra point attempt to follow here. extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about the offense.
And it's a fumble, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open, it's out complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He finds it.
Bro.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. And
he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers have taken. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits, and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. It didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Flush to his right. He'll drop it off.
Damn, I should have kept running.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized the quarterback was out of the pocket.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Here we go now. Blue Lightning.
On play action, they'll throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now back to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
One hallmark of good defenses.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now
She make
is
it bounce
2nd
like she
and
a
10.
6'4". And we gonna bounce because we in the 6'4", dreaming.
To throw again. Newton. This is caught by Ginn. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. He hits more on the screen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Being chased out, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. To throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Allen, the intended receiver. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Throwing here, Newton. The quick slant caught. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Newton's going to keep it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.